Introducing the field to you now from Station 1, Matilda from Traralgon. 2, Charlize from Bendigo. 3, Hannah from Sherbrooke. 4, Alyssa from Sale. 5, Sienna from Corio. 6, Matilda from Whittlesea City. 7, Nikita from Warragul. 8, Eliza from Camberwell. 9, Lily from Shepparton. 11, Sophie from Ballarat. 12, Zoe from Sherbrooke. 13, Ruby from Whittlesea City. 14, Lucy from Caulfield. 15, Sonali from Coburg. 16, Alyssa from Preston Reservoir. 18, Alwyn from Corio. 19, Belinda from Collingwood. 20, Scarlett from Shepparton. 21, Emily from Doncaster. And in 22, Heidi from Cranbourne. Leader out in the front at the moment is the athlete from Traralgon. That's Matilda. She comes in with a seated time of 8:12.13. So that's our fastest seated time for this particular race. So big shout out to Matilda from Traralgon. So just have a look and see. I think she's potentially new to Little Athletics. Maybe does a lot of senior athletics, but I haven't. No, do correct me if I'm wrong if anyone's watching. Whether she's been in the mix recently, but I think you'll find. Just have a look and see if she's part of the Athletics Victoria crew or potentially last season. Looks like it's a bit warm and dry out there at the moment, so just trying to get some clean air in her lungs at the moment. So we'll just have a bit of a jump in and have a look and see if we can get some vision of the athletes coming in behind her as well. So currently sitting in second at the moment is Matilda from Whittlesea City. Then we've got Charlize from Bendigo. So Charlize from the Matilda from Whittlesea City has just gone over the shoulder of our Traralgon athlete, as have the Bendigo and Sherbrooke athletes. So that's Hannah, Charlize, as well as Matilda there at those first 3 competitors. The rest of the group is bunched up quite a bit, so once they do tend to settle down and find a position, we will grab their placings for you as they make their way around the track. So out in the front at the moment, we've got Matilda from Whittlesea City, we've got Charlize from Bendigo and Hannah from Sherbrooke. They're your 3 competitors to keep an eye. They've got a pretty good break on the next competitor from Traralgon, who did come out to a bit of a blustering start at first. And then I do believe we've got a Camberwell Malvern athlete just currently not too far behind her. So Whittlesea City, Bendigo, Sherbrooke out in front.
Just a reminder for athletes in our under 13 and under 13 to 14 multi-class events.
So Matilda Reid has been around the traps of Little Ass before, so she was actually a 3rd place getter last year in this event. Hannah Matthews from Sherbrooke, currently sitting in 2nd place, was the 2nd place getter. And Matilda was 1st last season. So the mix around there that we're looking at the moment, and even including Charlize McQueen, Charlize was actually 5th last season. So these top 4 competitors are amongst our top 5 from last year, as well as Eliza Patterson, who's just moved now into 5th. So the 5 from last year are featuring again now. A little bit of a different order at the moment to a degree. So Matilda looks like she's kind of got back on track now, starting to pick up with that lead group a little bit more. I think she's just experiencing possibly some troubles before in the early part of the race, but just trying to make up some lost ground as it is now. So competitor on screen at the moment you can see is Eliza from Camberwell Malvern. Then we've got our athlete from Corio in Sienna, Zoe from Sherbrooke, Sophie from Ballarat, Nikita from Warragul, Lily from Shepparton, Alyssa from Sale, Belinda from Collingwood, Heidi from Cranbourne, Alwyn from Corio, Scarlett from Shepparton, Alyssa from Preston Reservoir, Sonali from Coburg, Ruby from Whittlesea City, and Lucy from Caulfield. Attention returns to our leader at the moment. That still is Matilda from Whittlesea City, walking strongly at the moment out in front. Closing in on the action at the moment, we will see just come into vision just in a second, the athlete from Sherbrooke in Hannah. So Hannah is really starting to make a little bit of a move at the moment. They know they're coming into the bell lap as well. So really good time to start making your progress into take the lead, probably not on the bends, but maybe on the straight, and just sit on the shoulder of the athlete in Matilda, who does look to be tiring a little bit at the moment. But like I say, we've seen before that there is a lot of still fuel left in the tank for some of our competitors when they're out in front. But at the moment, in the relaxed style of Hannah, she does look like to be the stronger of the two. The athlete we've got from Matilda moved up now past Charlize from Bendigo and chasing our two competitors out in front at the moment. So very similar to what we mentioned before. We've got our athlete in fifth at the moment is Eliza from Camberwell Malvern. So again, nothing much has changed. But I do see that Hannah from Sherbrooke is probably going to start to try and make this move down the back straight at the moment. She's really trying to keep that stride length nice and long in order to make her move on Matilda. So we do see Eliza in shot at the moment, and just on the small capture in the bottom right of screen. Bit of a charge made just potentially from Hannah. But there was a little bit of resistance there from Matilda as well. So we'll see if she changes to make that charge again. She's probably going to leave it now until, if she doesn't do it now, possibly in the front straight. So keep an eye on that. But closing very closely at the moment is as well our athlete from Terrelgan in Matilda. So don't be surprised if there's going to be an absolute juggle up of these three positions as they come into the final stages of this race. So you can just see them come into shot in a moment, just in the top right hand corner of the main vision, but also captured in the smaller vision. As mentioned before, we did say it's going to be a bit of a tussle now for these final stages of this race. Hannah's held on and tactically done this really, really well. The two are walking stride for stride at the moment between themselves, but not too far behind is also Matilda from Terrelgan. We'll see how they go here right now, but it is Matilda just holding off. Hannah's really pushing in to actually make it to those final stages. It's really hard to break this stride once you've actually started. But they're both desperately challenged to the finish line. Matilda's just going to hold off. Great effort by both girls, especially Hannah in that final stage of that race. So you've got 1 and 2. Third goes to Matilda from Terrelgan. And then we've got a couple of athletes still just to complete their final lap. Fourth place coming up to the line is our athlete from Bendigo in Charlize. So a position better than it was in the previous season to Charlize, so congratulations to her. She's gone from 5th to 4th. And a nice strong finish by our athlete from Campbell Malvern in Eliza. So she's walked really well. Probably done a lot of the effort by herself besides that behind that lead group. 9:06. So that's a personal best for her. So congratulations to Eliza. Next athlete to come across the line is Zoe from Sherbrooke. Zoe came in with a seated time of 11 minutes 20. So this is a super effort for Zoe there. Coming across the line, 9:22. That's almost like 2 minutes better. Athlete from Coburg comes across the line in next. That's Sanal. That is, might have been Corio, I apologise. Might have been Sienna from Corio. Then our Warrigal athlete next, Nikita. Sophie from Ballarat next across the line. Came with a seated time of 10:26.75. And she's going to be well under that personal best time as well. Athlete from Sale comes across the line next. That's Alyssa. And Albin from Corio. Lily from Shepparton. Heidi from Cranbourne. Scarlett from Shepparton. Sonali from Coburg. Belinda from Collingwood. Ruby from Whittlesea City. And Lucy from Caulfield.
And the girls under 14, marshalling for Jacqueline and marshalling area 3 near the start of the 200 metre course.
And finally our competitor from Coburg, bringing up the field for the under 13 girls 1500 metre walk final here at Lakeside Stadium today. That concludes our walk events for this morning's program.